Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Kat here. Today's video is my first update for 2022, the hashtag Team Project Pan, set up by Kat and Hailey from the Beauty News. There'll be a link down below. Quarterly refresh, just a year-long full-face rolling project pan, and I'm so itchy now. And this is my first update, so let's get into that. If you hear any jingling, we have two kitties here, one kitten, one now a fully grown cat. So I have seven and a bit empties, which is, that was not expected at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my empties, show you my Juicy Lucy progress, and then show you what I'm rolling in. I did weigh everything, so let's get into the video. Okay, so the first empty I have is actually my NYX brow pencil in the shade Taupe. I love this pencil. This was a rollover from last year. I used it 17 more times to finish it. And look at this, look, I went from 4.04 grams down to 4.03. So 0.01 gram was all that was left in this. I didn't know, I had no idea, but it's now empty. I think it's a lovely pencil. I prefer micro brow pencils, I prefer them. So I really liked this. I would eventually... Zuli, what are you doing? There's a kitty here and she is just sitting directly in front of me. So this is probably going to be chaotic as always. Why is it they know a video is being recorded and they must come in and have all the attention? So this product is now empty. That's empty number one. So empty number two is actually the Tatcha primer that I had rolled in at the start of the month. I'll show you the progress shots of it, but it took a further 5 times to finish it. I got this from Courtney and I'll link her Instagram down below because she is such a nice person. I really appreciate this sample because there was 4 grams in this sample. Did I take the weights of it? I went from 17.45 down to 14.72. So I went down to 2.73 grams, which would say that I had used nearly half of it before, which is a load of bull because it was hardly used. I don't know how. It smells nice. It smells like nuts, but I'm glad I got to use it because I didn't notice this really actually do anything. Did I say this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas? I don't think that this is accessible anywhere to get to me in Ireland. I don't think. But this didn't do anything. Like, it didn't really do anything. Could you imagine how horribly frustrated and depressed I'd be if I forked out whatever the money was if this was accessible? So that's gone. Empty number 3 is this Hourglass powder, and I used it 14 times. It's now completely gone. It was in the shade Translucent Setting Powder, and one of the cats is left. I would love to own this in the full size. I worked it out, right? In the full size, I should get 142 or 147 uses. So roughly a year of my amount of makeup use if I was to use it exclusively, which I wouldn't. So if I could save up for it or afford it or something, I would just love to own this because it's fab. I mainly use it under my eyes. I airbrushed out under here a bit, smoothed it out. It's a lovely colour. It was kind of leaned a little yellow, and probably because I have pink undertones, I just thought it was really fabulous. And I went from using the RCMA powder for roughly 12 months directly into this, and there's just such a huge difference between that powder and this powder. Aside from the extravagant, major price difference, formula, performance, the whole lot, hugely different. It is so expensive, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't, because I would buy that. The next empty, and I knew this going into it, took 2 further uses. I didn't know it'd take 2 further uses, but I knew it was a quick one, hence why I rolled in 2 concealers. But this is the Benefit Boing that I got from ILIA, the industrial strength concealer in the shade number 1. This exclusively and only works for me in the colder, more fair months. So it actually worked out that I finished it now. However, I really liked it for pimples and chin maskne. I really liked it for that. That was the main area that I used it. I didn't really use it anywhere else. I have a vein here that just does not hide for anything. This just vein. And I would use it on that too. It's gone. I actually got a load of uses out of it considering there was only 1.3 grams in it. It took me I like, it was in my project pan last year. Was it 2 to 3 months? I don't know. But I really liked it. What'll I use for pimples now? I don't know. But I'm glad that I used it up, because it wouldn't work for me in the warmer months coming up. So it was in and it was out of my collection relatively quickly. The next empty is a totally unexpected one. I did not foresee this happening whatsoever, and it's actually the second product I rolled in because of that other one. This at the time was my oldest concealer. It was the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C1. It has 4 grams in it, and I purchased this in January of 2021. How exciting is it to have one of my categories that new? That's new to me, okay? That is new to me. So I now have one other concealer from January 2021, and the rest of the concealers I own are from July and August of 2021. So this is gone. This took me, hang on, I'm sure I would have showed you the progress shots on the screen, but this took me 15 uses to finish. I took the stopper out. The wand is completely dry. And this really surprises me, because I usually take ages for concealer. I worked it out. So 15 uses went from 28.82 grams down to 26.15 grams, which was a difference of 2.67. So I did maths with it. So 4 grams, and I used 2.67, which was 15 uses, which would have meant that I would have used this from start to finish in 23 uses. That makes no sense to me. Like, it's just, I had to, this wand doesn't reach down the end. I had to stick in my depotting tool to get out the rest of it. I don't know how. It's too light for me. I would try the shade C2 the next time. It cost me €6.99. That's how much I paid for it. I would like to have this again, but not yet, because it's a full, I forgot to mention, it is a full coverage concealer, but it wasn't horrendously cakey. It just helped with the bluey crappiness that I have under there. But this was really surprising. So I've gone down a concealer. I had no expectation, because I had been rotating all my concealers, which was a good feeling, because I've been project panning since roughly 2010. And I had been hate panning, which I don't advocate for, but I've been hate panning until I learned that I no longer want to do that. And then I went through a phase of most of those years using only what I project pan and nothing else. So for my concealer category, I had mostly been rotating. So most of that was technically used up through rotating. I don't think it was 23 uses. So I don't know how that is the way that it is. Is there anything else I need to show you? Yeah, there's these two and then the other bit. So in my body category, I finished the Boom Boom cream. Here we are. How many times did it take me to use it? I used 100 grams of this month. Hang on. I went from, God, it still smells so good. I hate that I finished this. 205.80 down to 87.15, which was 118.65 grams in. Wait for it, wait for this. This is ridiculous. 100 grams in 9 goes. And I don't apply it everywhere. I apply it on my legs, my arms, my belly, my décolleté. That's literally it. And it was 9 uses, and but it's so nice. It's so expensive though. I won't be repurchasing it anytime soon. I might repurchase it around my birthday if I can. But I really want it though. I have other body lotions that I need to use before repurchasing this. And then I rolled this in myself, and it was pretty much brand new, so I don't have uses on this, and I finished it in the month. This is the Rituals, the Happy Buddha, and I think it's sweet orange and cedarwood. This is so relaxing. This is beautiful, and I would just really like this. This one isn't too expensive. Like, this one is very expensive. This one is not so much, so it is less expensive than that. So I could repurchase that if I'm anywhere near the vicinity. And then the And a Bit empties, where I rolled in 33 perfume samples. 33. We went through 6 of those 33. So Byredo Belle d'Afrique. If I can find like notes of the scent, maybe, I don't know if that will take me so long to edit it, but if I do, I'll put it there. So Byredo Belle d'Afrique is one I've put down. I made a list, and I'm going to check it twice. No, I'm going to check it loads of times. This I would really love to buy. I looked it up, it's like 138 euros. Oh my God. This one I put on my wish list for to one day buy. And if you didn't see my intro, I bought a load of perfume samples because I was, at the time of purchasing these, running low on perfumes. I couldn't go in and smell anything, and I didn't want to blind buy because perfumes are so expensive. So I bought 33, more than 33, I had 33 left, perfume samples. So Byredo Belle de Afrique is one that I put on my wish list, and then Creed Avensis for Her is the one I finished just now, and I also put that on my wish list. This one is nice. It's watery. Does that make sense? It's kind of strong and watery, which I don't know what the notes will be, but that's also on my wish list. Le Labo Lies 41 is how you pronounce it. I put this on it. I don't need to buy. This smells like soap. Oh, it's like fancy soap. I wonder what it officially is supposed to smell like. But to me, it smells like fancy soap. Fancy soap, and I don't want to buy it. Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady I just finished, and I put this on I don't want. This smells like even fancier lady. This smells like my granny, my dad's mother. So I'm not that mature yet. That's kind of, it reminds me of kind of a more mature scent. Diptyque Philo, and it probably, now someone is watching is like, I wear that and like it. Scent preferences are so like personal to you. Like everyone that does watch probably knows I'm obsessed with lavender, but not everyone likes that. Diptyque de Sun EDP. Like, what does EDP stand for? What do I have this down as? I have this in don't need to buy. Yeah, I don't need to buy this. I don't know how to describe that. You don't need that. I do notice though there's one of these and it just lasts so well, because I was putting on a clothes washing earlier and I could smell it off the clothes I was trying into the wash. What's this one? This one is Creed Silver Mountain Water. I like this. Yeah, it's in my I want section. I don't know how to describe this. There's a hint of food. There's like strong woman with a hint of food. That's the vibe I'm getting. And then Le Labo Lab Denim 18. Like, who thinks it is? This is in the do not need to buy list. Oh no. I seem to not like stuff that smells like baby powder. Like, it smells like perfume and baby powder mixed together, but no specific. I'm not getting anything. Oh, just so you know, I have a very bad sense of smell. I lost my sense of smell last March. Fully was gone for about 6 months to a year. It's coming back, but it's not there yet. The first scent I got was Burn. It was like I had to relearn how to smell. It was awful. But anyway, I don't have the strongest scent or clearest sense of smell at the moment, so I suppose I'm the worst person to go by. Anyway, I've tried 6 this month, but I've tried 12 of the samples so far, so I could probably add 6 onto the 33. 6, 7, 8, 9, so I had 39 to begin with. Out of the 12, because I now don't know which is which, 7 I want, 1 I'm okay about, and 4 I don't want. But can you imagine how much money I saved? Money I saved because I don't need to buy those. Well, I probably won't be buying any of them, but whenever a time comes, I will have an idea of what I want. Okay, so now let's get into the Juicy Lucy progress and then we'll roll in some things. Okay, so the first product for progress is my Makeup Revolution foundation, the CC Perfecting foundation in F for Frank 3. I try to link everything down below. So I wore this 10 times in January and 1 time in February because I haven't been well, so I haven't been able to do this very on time. So basically, I've used it 11 times since you've seen it last. I wasn't able to mark it at the intro because it was so thick out, I didn't know. But then when I was using it one day, nothing was coming out of the like this. And I thought, because I pumped it like 10 times and I thought, oh no, the pump is broken. I don't want to have to like, open it and go to the bother. And then it started to work after about 10 plus pumps. So it must have been a giant air bubble. 11 uses to here, but there was a huge air bubble in here. There is 26 mils in it, or 0.87 fluid ounces. I finished one of these before. It was the wrong shade. It was too light, I think. I can't remember. Was it F0.5? This is an F3. I have it on today. This shade seems to work for me and I like this foundation. It is a fuller foundation, certainly buildable to full. And it is not like a thick matte formula. It's quite, I don't know what it says it is, but it feels dewy. I am oily. I'm oily with combination. At the moment my forehead is dry. I have been sick, so my skin is all awful and peeling and disgusting. But as a whole, I don't know if I was to go to work and out of the house, would this just slip off my face? Because all of my foundations have now been purchased inside of the pandemic. My proper testing of it, I don't have proper testing of it, so but as of now, this is my second one of these I've been using and I do like it, and I used it 11 times. The next product I have in is for highlighter, and I had in the Becca highlighter depotted from my Ocean Jewels palette in the shade Coral Crystal, and I actually used this 20 times since you've seen it last. 18 in January and 2 in February, and it is beautiful. This is probably one of the nicest formulas, like, is it different to the Champagne Pop, that I have ever tried. Because when I don't wear makeup, I can't see texture on my skin. I can't. But as soon as I put highlighter on, it is very noticeable, irrespective of the highlighter, some worse than others. However, this one, it seemed to go on and then in to my skin, so it actually didn't accentuate it at all. I've never had that experience. Usually things will show more than others, but it's always shown, but this particular one didn't show it at all. So I use it that many times, and there's actually a little bit of a dip. I think there's 2.99 grams in this pan. I don't think I'm anywhere near hitting pan, but I am at a point where it is noticeable now that I've used it that many times. 20 uses, look at me! I never wear makeup that much. So I keep it on my desk in this. It is not a magnetic pan, so I have it like squished against the wall with a magnetic single so that I don't. So that's that, but I'm really happy about that, so there we are with that. Let me show you my juicy progress in the first month. What the hell do you think happened with my bronzer? What is going on? I'm wearing less bronzer. Oh, before I never told you the weights of the highlighter. So let me just, where's the highlighter? I went from 4.66 down to 4.18. So 20 uses brought me down 0.48 grams. Okay, so for bronzer then, this bronzer is the I Heart Makeup Bronze and Glow. Bronze and Glow? The bronzer and highlighter. And I use this, hang on, why do I keep forgetting? 17 times since you've seen it last. 16 in January, 1 in February, and I hit pan. I hit major Juicy Lucy Pannual. This is I would say this is more of a satin finish, or at least mine is. It's not fully flat matte. I have it on today. It's not fully flat matte, and it is not glowy. It is just so beautiful. It's just so bloody beautiful. I had the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow Duo. I hit pan on the bronzer. It took me ages to hit pan on that. And then I ended up giving that to my friend and keeping this. And would I be so bold to say that this €6.99 one is not really, doesn't really look different? I will be buying this again. I saw that they have it on the website, but they don't, I have it, like, there's nothing near me in terms of a store. So let's be real, any makeup I buy is online, even bloody Maybelline. So this is, I won't be buying it anytime soon. This is fantastic. What? I was so excited. I was so excited. So let me see. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing. Okay, I went from 76.50 down to 74.30. 2.2 grams I used in 17 uses. It is it doesn't have much kick up. It's just so, I know some people don't like the word buttery, but it's quite buttery. For blush, I have this NOTO blush. Is that how you pronounce it? There's 2 mils in it, or 0.7 fluid ounces. It's a cream blush, and I got it from Courtney, so I'll link her down below. It's so beautiful. I used it 16 times. 16, me. 15 in January, 1 in February. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It just blends out so effortlessly. This brand was introduced to me by Courtney. I must look more into, I did go onto the website because I was trying to figure out what shade it is, because this is just uniquely good. And it's a cream blush, and my cream blushes have been going up and up and up, so I want to rein that in a bit and prioritize a cream blush. This is not retractable, so I can't roll it up to see how much is left. I've just been going by the weights. So the weights are 6.58 to 6.38, so that's 0.2 grams. 0.2 grams in 16 uses. And because this is 2 mils, I don't know what that is in grams for this. Like, it's not water, it's a cream, so I don't know how far I have to go. I'd say it'll take a really long time, but it's such a beautiful product. Thank you so much for introducing this to me, Courtney, because it's just so good. It's so good. So small as well. I wore it on the lips. It's really, really nice on the lips as well. Stunning. For brow gel, I'll just say the weights. So I have 2 brow gels in my collection. There's not even really a need for me to be panning it. I could just cycle through, so to be honest, I just don't know why. I have 1 clear and I have 1 colour, and this is the clear one. It's the older of the 2. It's from Colourpop. I used it 19 times and it doesn't hold them up. If you want them to be up and stay up, it doesn't do that. It just stops them from falling down. So I went from 8.39 down to 8.22. So 19 uses got me 0.17 of a gram. And there is, I bet you it's going to be in mils. Oh no, there's 3.10 grams in here. I have used it obviously before this project. So that's that. And then for lip gloss, I have in my Fenty lip gloss in Diamond Milk. My phone is here because I have an app tracking uses. So let me just see what I use this. Fenty. So I use this lip gloss 13 times, 11 in January and 2 in February. Today is the 7th of February. I have not been well. Okay, so yes, I was saying Park just got out the door. My Fenty lip gloss, it's in Diamond Milk. I don't think I did a swatch. I filmed the close-up before doing this video. It's like a icy, translucent, clear with a hint of milk. It's such a nice lip gloss. I did see a comment on my last video, someone saying that this particular one, or I don't know, was it the brand or this shade accentuated the lines in their lips, so that can happen. It hasn't happened with me. I think it's beautiful. I really like it. There's a smell of cherries off it and I'm starting to not mind that at all. It's just such a flattering gloss. Someone else said, or it could have been the same person, that they use it as a lip balm as well. Again, 13 uses. So how many mils or in grams are in this? There is 9 mils or 0.3 fluid ounces. And I went from 36.16 down to 35.67. So 0.49 grams in 13 uses. I don't know where I am. Like there is a demarcation, but I don't know, is it just, I can't mark it because it's not, I'm not sure, you know. I'm just surprised because I thought it would take a really long time. Sorry, there's an air bubble. Yeah, look, can you see? It looks like I'm down to the A, which makes no sense because I didn't have much use on it before this project. Obviously it'll take me forever once the stopper comes out. I'd remove the stopper from lip glosses. I am that pedantic with these things, but I'm really enjoying using it more now that I've been using it. It's just such a lovely gloss. Ah, I have 2 more in 2 different colours. Then for lipstick, I'm going to put up, I took the marking here. So the little lipstick I have in is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk in light. And I used this 12 times. In January, I haven't used it yet in February. So 12 times, it has gone down a little bit. I'll have a close look of this over there, a little bit, and that is 12 uses it took to bring it down. I absolutely would like to repurchase this eventually. I have a wish list going for things that are empty because I'm panning a few things that I'm like, God, I really like this. Elaine sent me this. This, don't be fooled by its size. I panned this before and it just took me forever. If you were to be coming to these samples, you'll get a very long time out of it. It's just such a beautiful, like I'm not even normally fond of pinker tone nudes, but it's just not quite pinker. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I really like the formula as well. This is definitely one that I'd like to one day buy. I think it's bloody beautiful, but I'm happy to be using it. And then I think this is the last one before the roll-ins, is my mascara, and I used it 18 times. It's from ILIA, and again, it's from Elaine, and I just love this mascara. I love this mascara. I was using it in December and now January. I use it 18 times, and those 18 times, 9.04 down to 8.7, so 0.34 grams. It's a plastic bristle wand. You never have a bad lash day with this. I have small hooded eyes and you can really get in there the whole way across. It's not too big of a wand, you can get right in there. I don't do the 3 month rule with mascaras, I just don't. When it stops working, it stops performing, that's it. Then I'll do it. And I generally use about 3 a year, but in the last couple of years there has been a mixture of this size and full size. So I don't know, I just love this mascara. Now for my rolling in time, So I'm rolling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products in place of the 7 that I rolled out. And like the rest of the perfume samples are in for the perfume samples. I'll show you a photo of what we started with. And the first thing I'm rolling in is the other concealer from January of 2021, and then everything will be from June and July. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer in the shade Fair Rose. I'm trying to see, is this too light for me? I've been rolling these all around in my Shop My Stash, but I started wearing concealer in a different way because all of my concealers that were too light were making my under eyes look kind of blue. And then I realised I'm wearing hardly any concealer. Years ago I'd go whoop, and then I started just doing a little bit on the inside and it was making my eyes look really blue. So I started to put a little bit more on, even though I don't like a heavy finish. It's just that this particular one, it isn't a full coverage matte. It is like a natural finish, a more dewier finish. I don't know what it alleges, but it says flawless. So it's not as heavy and then it doesn't look as blue. I still think it's too light. It's in the shade Fair Rose, but I'm going to confirm by using it more. How many mils are in this? I don't know how many mils are in it. If I have the mils, I'll put it up on the screen or in the description. Oh, sorry, there's 2.8 mils in it. How long will 2.8 mils take? I don't know. I'm very surprised about my concealer. My concealer is being up to date and being cycled through. The next product is my Kat Von D powder. So I actually started using this already and I marked how much I used it. So 5 times. I've used it 5 times so far, but I did weigh it today. It's only counting from today and I am just so excited. Thank you to Elaine, Courtney and Elaine for providing most of the content for you today. Technically there is 1.4 grams in this product. I wanted to use my smaller size powders to get like my numbers down and also to give me a break from the RCMA one because I just was pounding that all last year. I'm so sick of it and I like these better than that. So I just don't know how I'm even going to go back to it. But so far, this one I like as well. I prefer the Hourglass to this one, but I do like this one more than the RCMA. So that just also confirms I do not want that RCMA one again. Will I finish it this month? I don't know because we are at the 7th of February right now. So we'll just see, and I don't know how much I'll be wearing makeup. I'm having good days and I'm having bad days in terms of my health. The second half of today is going well. First half I had a fever, so we're just playing it by ear. And then this, for the close-up, you'll see me pulling off the tin foil. So this I've actually worn once, but I'm not marking, like we're going from today. I weighed it from today. I just filmed my close-ups, did my makeup and then put it on. Then I realized I need to try this. So this, I have 3 brow products, like brow color products. I have 1 pomade and 2 pencils. I prefer micro brow pencils. I bought this last summer to replace the one, excuse me, or was it after the summer? The end of last year anyway, the latter half of last year, to replace my Benefit Ka-Brow. I just don't want to use pomades and I technically don't need to roll in a brow product because I could cycle through. However, I have noticed that I have just been cycling through with the pencils and I didn't open this. So I want to pull this into the project. It's Inglot by Mora brow liner gel in the shade Blonde. It's on me today. It's really, really creamy. So dodgy level of cream because you can just overdo it. It's a little bit too dark. Even though it's in the shade Blonde, it's a bit darker than what I would like. I want to work on these to finish. Everything in this project is to finish. However, I'm not rushing with this. My goal is to finish it eventually and I want to use it 7 times. Oh wait, it's the 7th of February. Generally speaking, I would like to try and use it 7 times a month and cycle through my other 2. But if I make myself use it 7 times a month, this is getting use because it needs to. I know that these take ages. There is 2 grams in this. My last pomade took me 3 years and the pomade before that took me 2 years. And I was using them exclusively and I do not want to use this exclusively. I want to prioritize it. So that's that in. And then in place of my Tatcha primer, I'm actually rolling in 2 primers. I never normally roll in 2 of the same category, but this time I am. I'm rolling in the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This one has 15 mils in it. It's down to this line here. And I'm also rolling in the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. This is my oldest primer. I think it's from 2018. I'll put up there when I bought it. There's 30 mils in this, or 1 fluid ounce. I tried to pan this before and I only got down to this line. This thing takes me forever. I don't know why. It is a silicone primer and I don't use it on my entire face. So I wanted to roll the 2 of them in because I have been using them since I finished the Tatcha. I've been using the two of them together anyway in different parts of my face. So I am rolling the two of these in to replace the two, I suppose, one of the concealers and the primer. So I want to try and finish them both, but particularly this one because it is my oldest. And then after that, everything is very, very new. And then the final product I'm rolling in is this big bad boy, the Sanctuary Spa Body Butter Green Lemon and Orange Blossom. This is very funny because I bought this when I had no sense of smell and I was really frustrated. I love Sanctuary Spa, I love them. And I have a different product from them that I love. So I said, when I was repurchasing that, I said, oh, I'll try this one. I'll try this one since I love the other one. And when it came to the house and I opened it, I was like, oh no, there's no sense, there's no smell off it. It's just a lovely buttery thing. Well, now it is hugely scented with lemon. That just shows how crap my smell was. It's really fragrant of lemon, but it's so lovely. Like, it's like a cross between a hybrid between lemon and lime. What's green lemon? I don't get orange blossom. I don't know, it's just a citrusy, beautiful loveliness. It's really lovely. I love this brand. This is a great brand. I'm finally allowing myself to prioritize the body lotions that I like. I kept panning my least favorite. And then I was like, you know what? You know when you get really sick and it just really reminds you, Jeannie, don't want to be taking things for granted here. I'm going to use the things that I like. So I'm using this. I'm using it. How amazing for an update is that? Wasn't expecting that. The next one's probably going to be crap, but it doesn't matter because this one was good, okay? We will take our wins as they come. How did your first month of panning go? Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye.